Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. Today is Friday, August 28th, Erev Shabbos Parshas Ki-Tetzei. And as we realize about the Torah text that it is meant to be eternal, and the message that it shares in each parasha, however much these seem to be tied down to a specific place and time, we have an understanding that there'll be multiple messages that it is seeking to convey that will be true in every generation. And so it is that the Hasidic masters and the Kabbalists themselves also dealt with the opening pasuk, Ki teitzei lemilchama al oivecha, unetano Adonai Elohecha biyadecha v'shavita shivyo. When you go out to battle against your enemy, and God will give him into your hands, and you will then take a captive. And Torah goes on to describe the very unusual story about the captive woman and how one deals with the captive woman and the whole situation. But the opening verse itself is read by these masters as dealing with cases beyond that of waging war on the battlefield, and instead they understood it to mean that Melchemet HaYetzer. This is the war that we might fight with our Yetzer, with our desires. And so here I want to share with you a teaching that that someone shared with me early this week. It's in the Sefer Yismach Yisrael, one of the Hasidic masters. And he said the following. The Zohar Chadash describes that this is referring to the Melchemet HaYetzer, the battle with the evil inclination in all of us. And he says this is very strange because it seems to say it's so quick and so easy. You go to battle with your enemy, and God will give him into your hand. So how quickly does that happen? How can it be that the Torah should just say you go out to war and you'll take your captives and all will be good in a flash? It's not so simple, he says. It's a this is a major battle you have to fight, this war of the Yetzer. And he goes on to say the following, that there's a certain pivot that's happening as you read his teaching, but it's really not the statement that, oh yes, you'll win your battle against the Yetzer. That's a long ongoing battle we all have with the things that torment us, or the things that we struggle with. Whatever we know about ourselves, we know that there are weak points that we will succumb to once and again. And we'll have to do that work, and that is ongoing. But nonetheless, there is this teaching that Ikar HaTeshuvah hi Kabbalat Halev, that the primary part of repentance and Teshuvah is the determination that one makes that they don't want to go back to that life anymore, and they want to be different. And we've studied this in the past in the Rambam, where that fits in. And the notion is that once a person has indeed made a true Kabbalah Amitit, he says, a true and heartfelt determination, I want to be different. I don't want to live this life. I don't want to do these things. So you're already in many ways a different person. But he reads it this way. When King Solomon referred to and likened Israel to the lily in the verse in Shir HaShirim, what is that about? Lomar lecha masha shana zo hi mesubevet ba'alin yirokin. It's going to have surrounding it these green leaves. Ubetoch ha'alin hi hashoshana ha'aduma. In the center of it is this beautiful red lily, or rose lily. And when you finally open up those outer green leaves, then you see this gorgeous red flower. V'kein v'chol Yisrael, and so it is with every Jew. Ha-pinimiyut shelo hu rak tov. Your essence is indeed all good. God is present within. He actually describes earlier. Hasher kal ta'nav sheli debek ba'Hashem, and so when your soul makes a determination, and it gives out, it sort of gives itself out, and sort of cleaving to God. Bazehu mishaberet kol hagashmut asher al panimiyut shelo. You kind of get rid of all those the outer crust on top of your essence, and you will bring out those green leaves open, and all you can have is your soul before you. That, he says, is what you do when a person makes a determination and says, I don't want to do this anymore, or I want to overcome my Yetzer. What you're really doing is breaking out of the shell of what has otherwise controlled you, and allowed a part of your essence to be. And that essence is godliness within you, and it's nothing short of that. And so God says, indeed, when you go out to war against your enemy, whatever the demons that you have, and you really wage the battle, then God will hand it over to you right away. You'll have ongoing, continuing battles, but you will already have persevered by making a determination for yourself of who and what you want to be. That's the season in which we find ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, friends. In this Elul, this is a time when we're supposed to be trying to pinpoint the parts of us that matter deeply, that we want to be, that we want to that we know is our essence, and we say, I'm makabel, I accept upon myself to live this out. And when we do, over this month, we will find that essence emerges. Goodness is more visible to us. Godliness is more aware in us. And that comes with real work, but determined work. That is the work of Elul. May we find our essence and let it shine like a flower, show like a flower.